Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Craft Roulette episode 256 process video. And I hope everybody is doing well. And this is going to be an interesting one because this is probably going to be the fastest process video ever because I was cutting for a different project and realized I had just the perfect thing. So let me walk you through my pieces. And I think today we'll talk about what Craft Roulette actually is because I never mention it. But anyway. This week we are making an A7. It has hippie colors, it involves islands, and involves wood in some way. And you're going to be super mad because this is so easy. Anyway, so we have a card base, we have some mats, and some ephemera. But the star is this little cut apart, which has wood in several places. It is on an island. It has very vintagey colors, which to me kind of gives a lot of beach hippie. So basically, we're done. We just need to stick this on the card, and our card is done. We could do that, but of course, I made it more complicated with some layers and mats and stuff. But I've been doing craft roulette since about episode 100 on and off, but basically watching every week because it's a great Friday night date. And unless you have a date for Valentine's Day, of course. But the thing that I like about it the most, I think, is really that every week it really kind of stretches you. You always have something new to look forward to, and really someone new to meet because I think most of the guests on Craft Roulette I met through Craft Roulette. This is 4x6, but it came with a border that I cut off. So the mat is 4x6, and it'll give you like an eighth of an inch around it, basically. So I'm just going to line that up relatively carefully so it doesn't look too super weird. Uh, and I didn't do a good job. So we are going to carefully remove this. If you rip up your paper like this, it doesn't matter because we're going to cover it up anyway. But I generally will go against the other side. And then once I get this sort of down, this one looks more like the way I want it. We will see if this will stick. If it does not, we can just reglue it. But I think this will actually stick. Yeah, that looks pretty well. There's a little weird part here that we can just cut off. Just trim it ever so slightly. There we go. We didn't get it. So, and the only reason I care about it here so much is you're gonna probably see it because this is gonna be put directly onto our card base. But I thought it would be fun to have a special guest talk about what craft roulette means to them. So, with further ado, a friend of Cool Mary. Whoa. Just kidding. I couldn't get Cool Mary to do a promo, but I thought it would be fun to just chit chat about why we do craft roulette in the first place. And really, it's about flexibility for me. It's always interesting to try new things. And it's really easy to get stuck in sort of making the same card 300 times because once you find something that works, it's really easy to continue with that. So I would encourage you to get out of your comfort box every so often and just play along with Craft Roulette. It's available for free every week, and you're gonna get a totally new set of parameters. And if you watch the episode, you're gonna get a lot of good ideas from the community. So that's just my plug to say you guys should all try it at least once and see if you enjoy it. But let's get back to the super easy card. So I don't think our friend quite mentioned the technical aspects of how you'd play along with Craft Roulette. Craft Roulette is on YouTube every Friday night at what I think of as 6:30 Central. It actually starts at 6:10 and there's a slideshow, but the show proper starts at 6:30. And if you decide to play along, all you really have to do is make a card like I'm doing right now and take a picture of it and upload it to their website. And public submissions are all weekend essentially. And really the original thought of the show was to use what you have. So I would say, when possible, like I wouldn't run out and buy anything, right? Because I think that's not quite to the, I don't know, what should I say? The to the original intent. Here's the edge I messed up. I don't really mind it that much because this is kind of a vintagey card anyway. Um, if you did, we could certainly color in this to make it a little bit more normalized if that's the thing that mattered to you. And all we're gonna do is put a white mat on the inside because even though this is like a fairly light card base, I just really like the look of it. And if you're curious, all this paper, I don't know if it's still available, but it came from I think it's called the Beach Day collection from Graphic 45 because I buy too much of their paper. And the interesting thing about their paper to me is like all their ephemera, you can't quite tell on this piece, but maybe not all of it, but the vast majority of it is just laser cut out of their pattern paper. So in theory, you can just make the ephemera if you want a pussy cut, but I just like how this came together. So I thought it would be fun just to do a really straightforward and simple card that you could make in 5 minutes with some paper and some other stuff, and you can make maybe not a beach card, but whatever you perhaps have a paper collection sitting around from. And here we go. Happiness is a day at the beach. And I'm in a beach mood because some of my friends were traveling recently, but let's walk through. We have an A7. I should be a good boy and actually stamp my little monogram stamp on the back before I mail this to someone. And people are always get a little sad when there is not one. So we can just do that since we are pretty good on time. And our colors are hippie. I interpreted that as vintage beach, but you could interpret that as something totally different. And we have our peoples on an island. Oh, there we go. Very cute. And our structures are made of wood. And we have our little kitty on the back who is helping us. Anyway, thanks for checking this out. This is Craft Roulette 256's process video. And if you have any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave a note below. I will make one note of scheduling stuff for our normal Sunday live. We're not making a project this week because we got a very generous gift from a friend of mine, and we're going to walk through a box that I'm sure will be like a clown car. So, anyway, if you're interested in that, check it out. It will be on my channel 6 p.m. tomorrow night if you're watching this on Saturday, or probably available in replay. Anyway, have a great rest of your day and happy card making.